that's fine.
Alright, let's get into it. I'll share my screen in 1 second. Which one you want to look at first, Han or Jib?
Um, let's do Jib.
Okay. So what on Gibraltar did you struggle with, you think? Or did you have issues with, at least?
I think it was some parts of. I think it was second point. No, it was third point. Third point where I struggled with the positioning and.
On offense or defense? Or both? Or do you want to just look through
I
it
don't.
really quick?
Yeah, look. Let's just actually. Can we? We'll get to it when we get to it. I just want to go through the entire thing.
Let's do it. So yeah, the D.Va disputes here.
I think I die here by Sombra because.
Hold on, actually.
Attackers incoming. Enemy target.
Yeah, that happens. Alright, that was just unlucky, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, you could have saw your low HP and just naded yourself, but
I think by that time I got out of scope.
yeah, it's okay. How do you take so much damage in the first place, actually?
I
I think the D.Va just sniped you, low-key. Oh yeah, the D.Va got some headshots on you, and then the Sombra finished, yeah. So I mean, yeah, you definitely had time to nade yourself, but it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
I wasn't cut out for
You weren't
retirement
expecting the
anyways. Go. I'll keep you here.
Alright, so at this point in time, we're looking to take Highground, correct?
Yeah.
So during these rotations, what can't you do?
Take high ground.
No.
Or
I'm saying, as you're rotating, what can't you do?
heal them.
Yes, you cannot heal them. So this is when your comms are super duper important. You have to be like, I cannot heal you guys. Just wait. Just wait. Just like I told our DPS to say to wait if they're not ready. You can also say that. I mean, actually, no. You also have to say that. You have to be like, okay, I'm not ready at all. Just wait like 2 seconds. I'm rotating to high ground, and it just makes their tank's job a little bit easier. But taking high ground is the right play here, for sure. Just make sure to vocalize it.
I've seen you. You're going to.
Nice damage. Good offensive shots. So yeah, the rotations and positionings look pretty good.
I slipped there.
Yeah, this little thing is kind of hard to peek out of. Like you're probably gonna fall. Oftentimes.
Yeah.
So this is fine. They didn't really have any major long range threats at all, except for maybe Zen. But you should be okay if you just peek that. Yeah, so here is kind of scary.
You're going to be okay.
Should be good though. So yeah, we're just brawling down, which is not the play here. It's not really your fault either. So we have Nano. So once, I'm not sure if you were, but once we have Nano Monkey is like our play. Like that's our main combo with this comp. That's like the main way we get way we get space.
I let Costco know like usually immediately.
Yeah.
I think there are some times where I should have used Nano.
Yeah. At this point in time, this is kind of us not really taking space correctly as a team.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Okay, this is big. Yeah, we're just not setting up our dive as a team.
You'll be fine.
Like we just win off of skill, honestly.
I'm on fire. Keep out of
Off
my way.
mechanics, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Alright, it's way too loud. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's loud. That's really low.
Yeah, I don't even really want game sound, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I usually just throw it down to 10. So here, we could play here, which is totally fine. play here.
Tra
Play here.
Sombra
But,
Translocator is right behind me.
and are you calling that out? And you want to camp it?
Yeah,
Or,
I called it to McCree, I think.
Where is it? Or is this on cart? Honestly, I'll just break it real quick. Because
Okay.
that's even better, honestly, just breaking it. Because if you break it, she's just gonna have to completely just reset really quick and throw another one down. Because if she invises or decloaks right now, she's fucked without her translocator. But it's okay. It's okay. And this is just really bad. So let me ask you, who should be on cart with our comp? Who should be on cart?
Who should be
Yeah, it's not you, by the way.
Monkey. Yeah, not me.
Monkey, Diva, Brig. We should have Brig, but
Yeah.
Brig. I mean we don't have Diva. I mean, so sorry, yeah. But Diva, if we were to have Diva, Diva is like the best cart pusher in the game, honestly. So that's just absolutely huge. I mean, if you cut, yeah. I mean, my issue here is we're not contributing to the team fight. You kill her, that's Pog. But now we kind of just something you could do instead is just leave her sleeping. If you just leave her sleeping and then deal with her in like a few seconds, because your monkey's crit, like he needs healing now. If you're like, if you heal him up and then be like, and then right after you're like, okay, I want to deal with this the Sombra, because what is your they change sleep to from 6 to 5 seconds, right? Like it only lasts.
I think so.
It only lasts for like 5 seconds. So you just throw a few heals down, and then like right now your team's not in position to help you with the Sombra, so it was right that you just took her on your own, but your monkey needs heals like really bad right now. So if you just heal him up, and then if your monkey ends up in a situation to help you with the Sombra, then yeah, call him out like yo help us, or help Sombra, or help us Sombra. But if he's not, then yeah, just take her alone again, because mechanically you're definitely talented enough to kill her. But it just the timing of it. We like knowing when you have to contribute to fights. Like when a good way to identify that is, alright, when is our monkey going in? So he's been in for a while, now he's just backing up. So whenever our monkey's like actively doing things, we have to be helping out. And again, when we're rotating or dealing with some or something, and when we're not, and when we can't help him, we have to call those things out.
Okay.
Like you don't even have to specify the reasoning, especially if like you're not asking them to help. Like in that Sombra situation, just be like no healings for a few seconds. Because if you think you can just handle the Sombra on your own, do that. Or if you're just rotating high ground, like there's no reason to say I'm rotating high ground. Fucking wait. I mean, actually, yeah, you can say that. But the point is just making it concise. Like don't like say exactly what you're doing unless it's relevant to a teammate or you're asking help for something. So like if you were to have Brig, I would tell you to tell Brig, yo, let's take Highground as a duo here, but you should be
Should I be on high
anyways.
ground?
100%.
Yeah, I should.
No doubt about it. Because the best part about high ground is we can always just jump back to low ground whenever we want.
Yeah, I'm all alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm alone with Zarya.
High ground just gives us options. That's what it does. And
Yep.
options is good. From here, we have no options to rotate. Like, we can't really go anywhere from here. Like, yeah, we could walk to server room now, but if they were to engage on you earlier, would have been hard. But we win pretty easily. So here, where do I want you?
High ground.
You almost did it. I thought you were gonna go up the stairs there. But yeah, definitely high ground. Preferably top left. Top right works as well. But yeah, like I trust, like with the specific positionings, like I trust you, with what exact high ground you want to take. Because you're the player at the end of the day. Like, same thing with DPS. Like, I don't really like to tell the DPS which angle to take. Like, I just, want to trust them, and let them learn from like experience. So, the main thing is high ground. Like, you'll learn which high grounds work, which don't, and in what situations they work. So yeah, that was a good nano. I would have preferred him to. Oh wait, fuck. So yeah, what would we avoided with, like, how could we avoided that tire?
Go high ground, the
Yeah.
opposite.
By positioning. We like we never want to be clumped up like that. In this comp. Enough for a 3-person tire to happen. So immediately, as a team, we should be thinking we want to start high ground. We want to start high ground, especially as supports. High ground is your absolute best friend. Because look at this, you just have nowhere to go from it. Like, there's no options. There's no like, okay, I'm gonna just go here instead. Because if you go top left or top right, I should say, you could be like, okay, I don't like this. I'm just gonna go top left. And if you're like, okay, I don't like this either, you could go back, or you could just drop. Like, if they're heavily contesting high ground, you can just drop. But if you're here, if you start from here, like, you're not giving yourself that option. And we want to be sitting at this choke for as little as possible. So yeah, we just got overwhelmed. And again,
Yep.
how could we avoided this?
High ground.
High ground. Because, I mean, Mercy's there, so she'll help us as well. But that's besides the point. If we're high ground, we're not taking this junk spam. Worst case is we're just going to have to 1v1 the Sombra. That's the worst case. Like, usually we'll have someone with us.
Wouldn't Kree or Brig
Yeah.
want to be near
Hmm?
me, right? Kree or Brig would want to be near me.
Yeah, Brig preferably. Kree usually wants to spread his wings out a little bit. But Zarya should be at least in bubbling distance / LOS. And yeah, Mercy should also be around you as well, since we have Mercy, but we shouldn't have Mercy, so yeah, the main answer is Brig.
Okay.
And we learn our lesson. Oh, no, we don't. Uh-oh.
Rated.
He just debated me twice. Another thing with Ana is, like, you could just land nades so much easier from my ground. It's just
True.
so nice. She just benefits in almost every way. Just fine.
I'm not sure if it's a habit I've made, but Baptiste super exo boots are very helpful.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we'll see how you use them. Is there anything in particular you meant with that, or just in general? It's just very helpful.
It's just very helpful.
Oh yeah, well, like if you're a mapper, you can just take Highground easily.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing with Ana. And like non-vertical characters, like setting up for the fight is like just as important as the fight itself. Like, rarely are you gonna win poorly set up fights. Like the only
Yeah, we
time
do sometimes.
I mean, because of skill discrepancy. Look at this. Or the Zen's feeding. That's a huge sleep though. Like the skill discrepancy was pretty huge here. Just in general. And then the Diva feeds. The Diva doesn't really feed actually. Uh-oh. Wait. We somehow win this. Like, watch. Yeah, I don't even know what happened.
I don't know how we won.
Like, even here. How do we win here?
Zen is 1 HP.
Biz, don't kill the... Oh, huge no-no. I remember seeing that live, actually. That was a huge no-no. Nice, dude. So even this little small perch of high ground is really nice. This is really nice. This is, like, so much better opposed to this. Like, it's such a subtle difference, but it just helps out a lot with the sightlines. And from here, where can we go? We
To the Mega.
We could rotate to Mega if we're in trouble. We could rotate high ground if we want to take another angle. So it's all about thinking ahead. Thinking, okay, is this an angle that gives me access to a relevant location later on? Because this is not going to stay relevant forever. I mean, actually, this position will after we cap point up. Obviously, we're gonna have to move, but you know. So this position is good. We'll see what else. We'll see what else happens. Lucky. So yeah, we have no chance to take Highground here. Yeah, I mean, looks good right now. Huge leap. Alright. I would just ask for health back because not having nade here is kind of bad. Nice nano, good timing. So, what was good about that timing?
Monkey jumps and
you nanoed him like right before he landed. Like the main thing he has to be nanoed for is the landing combo, the melee and the landing at the same time. So this nano, he doesn't need to be nanoed up here because he's not doing anything. So if he's here, he just gets like value for longer. So little thing, but it adds up. So good shit. Okay. So here we have an option.
Here I played Cart Ana. I played Cart Ana too much.
So we have a little bit of downtime here. Obviously not too much because the run is about to go in, but these are like things you have to be thinking about way before the next fight even occurs. So once we get like ahead big in this fight, like say. So we kill the Zen for free, basically. So, like, here, we should be like, okay, I want to be pushing up and think about next fight. So, aka high ground. So, your choices are here, which is a little conservative, but here, which is, like, really punishing. Because if they, like, first of all, they're going to feed if they try and jump you. Like, their diva, if she, like, tries to jump on you, she's just feeding. And from here, you could land really nice nades onto their backline, who will probably be here. So, again, you just have lots of angles here, and lots of nade options, so it's just absolutely a devastating spot to be at. Like, see how, like, awkward and hard that nade was compared to here? Like, you want to do the splash damage. Like, getting direct hits or with the nade is just, like, a lot harder. It's the same concept as Pharah. Above is good. Ground is bad, you know? Basic stuff.
Yep.
And also this gives your team another angle, because you could take offensive shots, and you could have easily died to that. And you basically died to that. And
I had nade too.
Yeah. Well, the nade part, like, you'll just, you know, pick up on that. But it's a positioning that's going to, you know, limit those situations where you have to nade yourself in the first place. Because you don't want to be nading yourself in the first place. So, it's always high ground. Always. Again, I have no idea how we win this fight. It's honestly disgraceful, the fact that we do win this. Holy shit. Just shoot them. Holy. Dude, they must have been so mad.
I think it's just difference in mechanics.
Yeah, I think so too. Didn't someone say they had a Masters on their team? Or was that just Cap?
I don't know.
Was that Oh yeah, you weren't
I,
there for the start. I
uh,
forgot.
yeah.
Someone like before the scrim even started, there was like they were like someone has a masters on like on their team or whatever. I
I
was like, what?
think I remember this team.
Really?
They
Yeah.
were actually their Sombra was actually good though.
She was okay, yeah. She got some picks and stuff.
Here we stall for like 10 minutes,
Yeah. This
10
is.
years.
Holy shit. Holy fuck. This is like half the VOD. Wait, what? Okay, so like right here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
This is a little close.
Ow.
That was a little close, honestly. All right, so where should he be?
Um, blue box. I was yeah. I was
Mhm.
this site. Yeah, blue boxes. Should I?
Yes, 100%. So
Okay.
this is high ground, but this is the highest of grounds. You want to be
Yeah.
on the highest of grounds.
Yeah. I was at this point. I was confused on where to go. I was confused whether I should be like behind,
Yeah, and even if they're
like where Zarya is, but
mm,
a bit behind her.
yeah, so like even if they're not doing this weird strat where they're rushing here, say they're dive or double bubble themselves, you still would like to be here. Because their monkey is probably going to jump here, and you don't want to be in that action. Again, a concept we talked about when I first met with you is with you were mainly playing BAP though. Is with BAP, you want like the connect the dot thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
So with BAP, you want that to be a straight line. You want to be able to see your teammates and the enemy. You want to be dealing damage and healing at the same time. With Ana, that's far less important. Offensive shots are nice, but that's not where you get value from your kit. So with Ana, you want the L site or like an L connect the dot thing. I still don't I haven't found like good terminology for this. I'm sorry, but
It's fine.
with
You do
Ana,
your best.
you would like to see your teammates, and if you like, you want to put yourself in position to potentially see the enemy. Like you don't want to be in Narnia, where it's like, okay, I see my teammates, but you're not doing anything else. You're not even looking for nades if you're like all the way back here. So if you're here, and let's just say that they are coming from here, you can still get offensive shots, but you could also just do this whenever you want, and then just heal your team. So, but from here you don't have those options. So again, it's all about the options. You don't have the option to just take cover and be like, "Oh, you can't see me now. I'm just gonna heal for free because you can't see me." From here, they decide when they see you, or when you see them, because they're on high ground. They have the decision to drop, or they have the decision to stay up there. So yeah,
You can tell in my movement I was confused on where to go.
So yeah, right now they're just flipping the map. That's all they're doing. They're just flipping the map. So just stay far back. They're gonna try and rush. Just stay as far back as you can right now. Oh yeah, this is fine. I mean that, like team wise, this is not very fine. But like what you're doing, like this is fine. Like this is good, but this is just better. Because from here, this just gives us angles as well. Because if our team is here and they're looking this way, we can just nade that for free. So our monkey should be engaging this like lightly since they have junk, but he definitely should be engaging us here. It's unfortunate that I worked with Badger and Costco so much on like Brawl. Now they have no idea what to do with double bubble.
Yeah, they kind of get it.
Yeah, they're getting there. They're getting better.
The Rhine
But
speeding.
their Brawl is like nice now. Like they're really comfortable on it, I feel like now. Like we played a bad team, but Well, that's unfortunate.
I just chill here for like a solid minute.
Yeah, so this is just this is weird. Like a comp game or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, I don't even know how to coach this right now. Like,
Look at me.
so yeah, I guess we live, which is cool. Okay, so now we should be immediately, when we're sitting here, we should be like, okay, you know, I think I could get out. Where do I want to go from here? Because here is still not the best of spots. For instance,
Again, high ground. Like
high ground. If we're here, or let's just say we're somehow even here, this prevents the Ryan from being able to take space. They have to deal with you first, because if the Ryan does walk up, that's the freest nade of your life. Imagine the Ryan's here, and you're here. Or imagine you're in a more conservative spot, you're here, and the Ryan's here. Now he can't push here, because then you'll just either nade him or nade whoever's standing at this corner. So again, high ground just gives us angles and options. See how we're like awkward right now? We were like, yeah, what should I do? You know, I'm not really in a power position. And especially against Ryan comps, you just want to abuse high ground, like, because their Ryan can't deal with you. Like they don't have a monkey to jump you or anything. And by playing high ground, you could actually help your team secure this high ground even better, because if you're here, they can't push too far past. But if you're here, obviously, if they drop here, they're just feeding. But you can see them from here. So you also want to be enabling your team. But and also see again, this is all the things that high ground does for us. See how we have to walk up, because since it's like a decline here, they're like, you just lose LOS. With high ground, that's not a thing anymore. Like we don't have to move up at all. We could stay safe and sound right here. But all of a sudden we're in open space, and we kind of have to see our team. Like we have to do this. Like we have to walk up into open space to see our team. And when we're like this is what I've learned in my coaching days. When a player is like forced to do mistakes, that usually means their positioning is bad. So like, yes, walking up here to see your team is a good thing, but it's still a mistake, or it's still bad, because you're in like a good team will punish you for being in open space. So whenever you feel awkward or not knowing what to do, just take high ground, because like, again, it'll give you more options and opportunities naturally. And see, like now we just end up like here, and I mean, we could have died for mine, but we didn't, which is good. Probably should have blocked that. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh, I remember this. He just killed 2 really quick. What the fuck? Easy.
And I'm out of there.
And you're back on low ground. See,
I got on high ground, don't worry.
you get on high ground for 2 seconds and you get 2 picks. It's how good it is. See, like, you would not have to reposition to see your monkey. Uh-oh. Alright, so this is okay. Again, the main theme is just straight up high ground. That like everything else like looks at least pretty good. This is kind of
high ground.
easy. This is kind of a style thing, but I would like to see a few more quick scopes out of you. Some people, they're not really into it, which is fine. But you know, it's a very valuable tool to have if it's something you're comfortable with.
I do know how to quick scope. I just
I'm seeing a few quick scopes, so it's fun. But just it's just a nice skill to get good at. So here, this is okay, but I think McCree's going up top actually, which actually is probably the best spot for you. Shuttle is kind of pog for you here. Because again, it's
Nice job. Costco jump pog.
it's similar to what we talked about here. Yeah, we're on high ground, but Ana prefers the highest of ground. So in that case, it'll be shuttle. And why is that? Because look at from here, we can't really see what's going on over there. And if we were here, we couldn't really see what's going on over there. So if we're here, we could see what's going on both sides. And if we get in trouble, we could just break LOS or drop. The highest of grounds. See, now they're there, and now all of a sudden we're wasting on low ground, and they have the high ground.
No idea what that Junkrat was doing.
Yeah, he was kind of brain dead. Yeah, we definitely want to be on shuttle here again. Okay, so actually we do hit people, but what should we be saving this nade for? What, like, specifically when we have prime ultimates, we should be saving nades. So here, yeah, go ahead.
Grav.
Yeah, grav.
You save for Grav, yeah.
You want to get in some sort of position, and again, shuttle will make this a lot easier, because watch this. So, there's a really nice grav. The diva just literally forgets that the Zarya is there. So if
I missed.
you got the Ana, which is kind of pog, but you weren't even aiming for the grav. It's like you threw it before the grav even happened. So I want you to be like, okay, I'm saving this nade for grav, because right now that's our win condition. That's how we're winning this. That's the easiest way we're gonna win this fight. So whatever we are, like Ana, BAP, whatever, you want to be like, okay, as BAP, I'm just gonna be prepared to shoot at this grav, or maybe I'm gonna get ready to lamp our Ryan so he could just swing into the grav for free. Or with Ana, so in this case, we want to be on shuttle and be like, okay, I'm saving my nade, and this is the easiest nade ever. Just boom, right here. Right here, they're both naded, they both die. Way easier. Because we do kill 2. But it was like a little scary. It was a little late. I thought we were going to not kill anyone there. But yeah, we do end up following up here. And again, imagine if this is another thing. So this, yes, we're on high ground, but the power of the highest of grounds is, oh shit, is instead of being here when the diva jumps us and having to drop to here, instead we're here and then we drop to here, which is high ground. So, which is still high ground, I should say. So this is like the next best thing. This is the best thing. This is the next best thing. This is the worst thing. So that's why I want you to see it. It's like levels. Like, okay, you're gonna force me off here. I'll, pack my bags and just go right here. So next best thing. It's still good. This is still a good position. But if we're here, we always have the option of going back. But if we're here, it takes a lot longer. We have to jump up here, blah blah blah, and it's more of a hassle. But nice sleep though. Yeah, now we have to rotate to low ground. So again, we have to think about where can we rotate afterwards. Yeah. Take our favorite spot. That's okay. Okay, so this is scary. Okay, okay, okay. Why? Why do you drop?
Um, one, didn't want to be in the same as Widow, and two, I slipped.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, if you slipped, I guess. Yeah. But once we see Widow, our first instinct should just be boop. Just just close the ankle. Just close it. Don't panic. Just be like, okay. Because right here, you just straight up panicked, and that, I guess, caused you to slip. So you're like, uh-oh. So first of all, you're like kind of in the middle of the fight here. So Azana, again, we want to be in a position where we can see our team and a few enemies. We don't want to see all the enemies. That's super scary for us. Especially when they have Widow. When they have Widow, we have to be super aware of these things. So she misses, which is good. We're like, okay, we caught a break, but we panic. We jump around a little bit. We move around, but then we jump off the high ground. So once you see Widow, just don't panic. Just close the angle as fast as you can. Well, actually not as fast as you can. You don't want to just walk in a straight line, but once she shoots, then you can just dip out. But like, kind of like, like spam crouch. Maybe give a little jiggle. Just get out of there.
That's it. Yeah.
Just don't panic. Because from here now we have to peek here anyways to see our team. Nice. So we win. So another thing I want you to realize is these high grounds usually connect to other high grounds, right? So
Yep.
here, maybe here's a safe spot to start the fight. So we're like, okay, I'm healing, and then once our team decides to move forwards a little bit, yeah, so we drop. Once our team decides to move forwards, we can be like, okay, they're moving forwards. I'm gonna go here. Okay, uh-oh, they're even further. I'm gonna go here. So you could rotate from position to position way safer and easier. Because here you have no access to any other position but this one. No other angle but this one. And again, this especially helps with nades. This increases your playmaking Azana exponentially. So we're like really, I think we're pretty clean with our mechanics. Like we hit nice sleeps. Like we don't really waste nade too much or anything like that. But I want to up our playmaking. We're not making enough plays as Ana, and Ana's
Okay.
really, really good for making plays. So if you're here, you could opt to make the decision to come from behind and throw this nade. Because you throw the nade, it gives these two guys healing, and that Ryan's is going to die for free. And this is a huge play to make. Nades are how you make the majority of your plays. You could make them with sleep, with anti. I mean, with nano, I should say. But right here, this is just a very conservative spot, and it's not even like a good version of conservative. It's like, okay, there's no chance I'm gonna die, but there's also not huge
No.
value I'm putting out.
Yeah.
But honestly, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So again, the positioning, it's not necessarily your positioning is bad and you're feeding, but it can be better. We want to increase our chances to make plays and make those plays. Again, I'm not going to tell you which plays to make. For instance, the angles I was talking about, the positionings. I'm going to trust you with what plays or what angles to peek, or which plays to make, which angles to peek. You'll learn over time. You'll learn like, okay, I threw this nade, but I was a little bit too early, and their diva caught me out. Or maybe I peeked it too wide, and I got headshot by the Widow. Like you'll learn over time. That's the whole point. The whole point is to learn in like a productive way. Like if someone just tells you what to do, it's not really you learning. I want to set you up to learn as quick as you can by yourself. So like obviously I'm gonna help you, but I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna tell you which angles to take or what plays to make. I'm just gonna tell you like the general concepts and maybe a few examples, and then you know, learn on your own. Because that's how you get really good, and that's how you climb in particular, and that's how you retain this information. So on that note, let's check Hanamura.
Yeah.
But Jib looked pretty good. Again, high ground. That's like the super main thing. Once you do that, like you're gonna improve like literally instantly. Like you'll probably go from like whatever rank you are to another fucking rank. Like I'm not even joking.
Barely plat right now, I think.
Well, you could easily come to diamond just by those concepts alone. So here was super scuffed. Super
Yes.
scuffed. So let's check it out. So yeah.
I tried
Now,
crossing, I just take a lot of spam.
This is gonna sound obscure, but where should we be right now?
Right side? No, high ground, right?
Bro, I'm telling you. Like obviously, like people think, okay, I'm not gonna stay here, so why would I go there? It's just a really nice spot to start out. Because if you're here, all of a sudden, okay, we have an angle. We have a safe angle because we're not eating spam from here. We're not eating tank spam. Like we're not eating spam that our tanks would be taking. We're just up here, and you know, say they have a junk or whatever. They're gonna be spamming here, and we don't want to be here. So instead, we'll just peek this angle from a safer spot. And what this does, it forces this guy out if he's there, because he doesn't really want to challenge that. He can, like a BAP is better than Ana from that range, but he's kind of 1v6ing. Yeah. BAP does better damage, especially if he's landing headshots. That's the main thing. Ana doesn't have headshots and BAP does.
Imagine if Ana gets headshots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ana doesn't have headshots, unfortunately. I thought that she should, but whatever. I
wonder how much
I think some poison gas or whatever it is to the dome would hurt a lot more than to the body, but whatever.
to the toe, you know.
Yeah, but whatever. So yeah.
Is it gas? I thought it was just
I don't know. I don't know. Sounds
okay.
like some gas. So it's like I don't know. But anyways, from here again, we always have the option to just drop as our team goes in. So again, it's setting up like phase by phase. This is the safe phase. All right, we're just going to take a super conservative spot, and then we want to go from there. The analogy I like to put in my head is, and at first I thought it was kind of weird when I first said it, but like my players told me it actually helped them a lot, is, so do you cook at all? Like anything?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like even some eggs or something?
Yeah.
So with your salts, usually you want a little pinch of salt, and then you want to taste it, right? You want to be, okay, that's a good amount of salt. I'm going to put some more because it needs a little bit more, right? But what you don't want to do is just pour a bunch of salt and be like, okay, yeah, we'll just do it from there, because you can't go back. You can't take the salt out. You can only put it on, right? So from here, it's like, okay, this is a little bit of salt. Okay, as the fight progresses, okay, I'm going to put some more. Alright, I'm in. Then, when the fight's really going on, and say there's, you know, some shit going down, okay, I'm going to put some real salt on, and then, okay, I think I'm good. I think there's enough salt. I think I'm good. I don't have to really move. Uh-oh, I'm getting pushed. I could back up. But from here, we're good, right? So obviously, if we just ran here off the bat, we just be pouring on the salt, and we just feed, right? So that's how I want you to look at it. You can't go back from here or some shit. Like if you're deciding to just run over there, you can't go back. Obviously, you know, a monkey would know that's not the play, but that's how I want you to see it. you can't go back once you've dropped from high ground. So I don't know if that helped.
Oh yeah, I think I can see it.
Yeah, just this the whole point is, okay, if I'm here, like where can I go from here? Again, just a pinch and then go from there. It's a pinch of salt, and then see what the fight gives you.
Should I be going with my brig into the?
You could decide to make a rotation again. You could decide to go up here maybe if you really want to. This I mean here.
Considering what happened, I think that would have been best.
Yeah, I think right here or right here is where you want to end up when the fight is going on point, depending on what your team is doing. Because here you could see pretty much a whole point. You know, if you're sexy with it, you could shoot through the windows and stuff. But when you're here or here, this is now our monkey's job to be aware of where you are and where he could get heals. And if he's feeding, you have to help him out. Sure, you know, you're gonna have to feed a little bit with him. But yeah, that's the ideal fight. Because from these little like off-angle weird things that you have going on, they can't really punish you. So you just get free like nades, especially on their back line. And from there we could just get free dives, especially. But yeah, we're just in an awkward spot, like right here. Like we have to kind of decide what angle we want to control. I think someone, I think it was either Sketch or Myth, just said play main, which is generally the play. But like again, as coaches, we don't want to tell you like where to play. Like, okay, you have to play here, because then you guys just turn into robots. You have to be a free thinker and think for yourself. Like we can't really teach you how exactly to play. We could, like, our main job is to teach you how to teach yourself how to play, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
we can't teach you every single bit about the game. We could, it would just take an extremely long time, but like we try to get you on the right path and thinking the right way, because that's how you learn the quickest. So here, what's the issue with this angle we have?
We don't have LOS to our tanks, and we're
Yes.
exposed.
Well, it's mainly the LOS to our tanks. So right,
Okay.
and also, I mean, yeah, we are exposed. Like right now, we can see more enemies than teammates. I'm pretty sure, although you could
Yep.
debate that. So, and also another thing is what our tanks doing wrong? Are they feeding?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
they're
are they?
they're just engaging. I mean,
Okay.
like the engagement could be better. Like the timing should definitely be better with the tracer and the monkey. But they're engaging. They're trying to make something happen. So you have to complement that. And how would you complement that? Where would you go?
High ground or to support them.
Well, yeah, you could go here, but at this point that would just take way too long. So you should just stay here. This is a perfectly fine spot. Perfectly fine. Because then they push onto point. You go here. Again, it's just step by step with a fight. Like you want to progress. It's kind of similar to how I explained why high ground is so good on Gibraltar second. There's so many different high grounds you could take. Like you go from high ground to high ground. I mean, it's the same thing here. You go from high ground to this high ground. So this is a different angle. But here you could just go here to here, and that's also fine. But ideally, we are high ground. Yeah, he just dies like pretty much only because he has no heals. So I will fault you on that one, but it's okay.
This part is unlucky.
Oh yeah, I remember get sniped by Sim. So you also have to think about main is like the primary part people are going to be spamming.
Yep.
So you want to just switch it up. Like you want to switch up your angles just to make it less predictable for spam. That's just another reason to relocate.
One more time.
I'm pretty sure she snaps this again, doesn't she?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Alright, we're good.
Right, it takes out my left toe and like kills
Yeah,
me.
it's okay. One more thing. That's wrong with this position. Yeah, we could possibly heal. Obviously the shield is preventing that, but let's pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, we could heal. Again, pretending the shield's not there, but it's just we're not getting value anywhere else, aka our nades and sleep darts. We can't really land nades from here. Like we could test our luck, we could try and snipe a sleep down main, but these angles are what really gives us access to these sleeps and nades, because we could sneak a nade through here, we could sneak a sleep through there, if we really wanted to. We could rotate here and do the same exact thing, like it just gives us more options. We're just not really in the fight. This is not relevant to our team at all. If we're a brawl comp and we're rushing it down main or something, yeah, this is where you should be because this is a lot more relevant. But that's not the case with this double bubble. With double bubble, you have to be ready to change up where you're at a lot more frequently. And again,
Okay.
I'm asking you, how do you put yourself in position to change up your spot more frequently? Like what gives you the most options spot wise?
High ground.
High ground. Yes, high ground. Just high ground is what I want you to think. Because from high ground we could go to low ground, and from high ground we could go to other high grounds.
Oh, Hanzo main.
Uh-oh. I just have no idea who that is. Hanzo, man.
Lucky.
Probably an old friend.
No, it's Lucky.
Oh. Wait, wasn't he on the team for like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Then he hasn't showed up in like a month and then booted. And showed up to 1. Did kind of poorly. Then booted.
Rolled. Okay, so during this posturing phase, this is exactly the time we want to be setting up somewhere. So whether it's, again, here, this is okay. This is just so pog. Because your Winston's probably going to start out from here anyways, and this sideline allows us to see that. And, like, they're all just playing on point. So there are 4 entrances, and as a team, we're only utilizing like 2 max. Let's just macro see. Actually, no, the 1 fight we win, which I'm pretty sure this is, we use 3. So look at this. Watch the value 3, utilizing these 3 entrances instead of 2 gives us, or instead of 1, which we also did. Like they're just forced to just all pile up together. See, we're pinching them. We're wrapping them together, and yeah, they have grabs so they get sucked even closer together. But look at. Let's just see how this plays out one more time. And again, I'm sorry, this is macro. This doesn't have much to do with you, but it does have to do with you because you could be the one taking one of these angles. So.
Alright, peep the nade as it just falls off the map.
Hold on, we'll see. So let's just look at them. So first of all, they're super condensed anyway, so that just makes it even easier for us to wrap them, or to pinch them, to pincer them, literally whatever term you'd like to use. Alright, why is it taking so long? So yeah, we grab. And what is another thing these angles grants us? They could only block with their shields 1 at a time. They only block 1 angle at a time with their shields. So.
You missed the nade.
Oh fuck, did I? Wait, where'd it go? Wait, where'd they go?
You missed it again. it just dropped as you paused it.
Oh wait, did it? I thought it didn't go off the map for a second. Oh, there it is. Oh, that went through the window and everything.
Yep.
Not unfortunate. So yeah, we win because we have more angles and they just get clumped up. So let me just ask you one more question about this before I let it rest for a second. Say we all rushed from here. What can their supports do?
Back up
Yeah,
into the mini
they
or
could
into backup point.
kite this way or this way. So what these angles um, limits them to be able to do is it takes away places for them to kite to. And these supports, if these squishies get caught in the fight like this, they're gonna get just absolutely demolished, which they do. So again, that's more of a macro thing and something I have to look at or talk to our DPS about. But you can contribute heavily. Mainly with Ana, BAP is a little less like off-angle centric in my opinion, just because he has free access to high grounds anyways. So it's not like he has to position before the fight super soon or anything. But yeah. So at this point, this is kind of a weird engage from our team. I mean, this is fine by you. High ground's not really available at the moment. Huge. So yeah, this is just unlucky for us. Well, that was actually really clean. That was really clean. So
Wait, what was cleaned?
I'm asking you, what was clean here? I'm gonna let you rewatch it.
Was it me walking past the wall?
Well, yeah, I kind of knew you were gonna do that. But from
Oh.
here, obviously, we're in a fucked situation. So we're like, okay, I'm in a fucked situation. I'm gonna go to a safe situation. So yeah, you probably should have died at some point there. But your reaction to, okay, I'm in a horrible situation right now, was to go here. So this is good. You find your corner, and then you kind of just chill here. You're unkillable right now. You can't die. Like, they would have, the only way for them to actually kill you is if they're feeding. So, that was really nice. That was a nice rotation. Big. See, they can't do anything against you. Like, this is exactly what Ana loves. Just being able to heal, heal, heal. Up, I have nade up. I throw nade. I sleep. Up, there's no one to heal. I'm going to shoot a little bit. Create some offense. That's what Ana likes to do. And in the whole process, she's safe. So if we think to our connect the dot example, what shape are we making here with this angle?
Kind of like an L.
An L. Exactly. We're seeing here, and the enemy team is here. So that just creates a little L-shaped thing. So that's why it's so difficult for them to kill us right now. So yeah, this is nice. And from this little angle we got really nice nade opportunities, which we found twice already this fight. See how smooth and easy that was for you?
Yeah.
That entire fight, that entire brawl. Rather than being like here, or even here, I prefer this way more than main, because main, you just don't find the offensive value you do from here. You don't find the nades, you don't find the offensive shots, because they're just kind of bum rushing points. So there's no need to be seeing like here. There's no need to have access to like back here, which main would provide. Like high ground, that's a different story. That's probably best. But we couldn't get there because they were there, so that's fine. So we adapted and we stayed here. So absolutely beautiful. And another thing is, another reason why this spot is irrelevant and dangerous for us is they could easily just swap to a widow or something, and which good teams do, good DPS, catch other teams by surprise by doing this. They just peek, oh, sniped, I sniped the Rana, and then they switch back to Tracer, and then boom, it's like you down one now, and from there you're probably gonna lose that. So yeah, little unlikely scenario, but shit like that happens once you get up there. Oh my god, I forgot it's gonna take forever.
This one is as long.
Well, Baptiste, I like it. Oh fuck.
Attackers
Okay.
incoming. Defend objective A.
So from a micro standpoint, I mean not micro, from a macro standpoint, what is really sexy about our positioning as a team?
Kree's taking off angles, and our team is stacked. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Well, the main thing is, yes, the triangle creates this, but we got a little semicircle going on, and these little semicircle setups absolutely destroy teams trying to push through chokes, because say we're all stacked here, all 6 of us, they can just push here, and then our supports get this or their supports get this for free, and they could actually expand and open up this corner. So if we're all here, this is only a corner if we're all here. But since this is a choke, we're just abusing and utilizing this choke by creating this semicircle, a little setup we have here. So that's what like perfect positioning like as a team really looks like. So that was a tad scary. You could have utilized your jump instead. Actually, no, you definitely should utilize your jump instead. Oh wait, you just knock your head. Never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, that's fine. This one. I would like to see some damage shots mixed in. Like you could literally just be shooting and healing at the same time.
I think that's what I don't do enough on Pap.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, and that's what a straight connect the dot little positioning does for us, because we could like crosshair wise, we don't have to like do some crazy ML7 shit like heal shoot heal shoot heal shoot or some shit like that, you know, just like heal like you're healing and you're kind of just shooting at like the same like you're just kind of spamming, like you're just spamming both buttons pretty much, like on an angle like that. That's what
Did they change anything to Pap's fire rate?
I'm not sure. I could not tell
I
you.
think that I remember like
Like
I was able to like hold down mouse 1 and 2, and they will both alternate.
you could, I don't know, you could hold both down. I don't know that, but
Yeah, I was able to do that.
oh shit. Well, maybe they did change it. I don't know. But fucking yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, you could just do like you could practice it for like 2 seconds and you'll get it. Like the timing of it at least. The aiming part is a little bit harder to like switch back and forth so quickly, but it's okay. You'll get used to it. So yeah, their Rhine just feeds. This is good offensive damage. So when we're like, this is more of an Ana spot. The thing with Bap is, unlike Ana, he could always just go back there. So with Ana, it's like, okay, I dropped, now I can't go back there. It'll, you know, cost me like 8 to 10 seconds to walk all the way back up. But with Bap, you really want to be a lot more aggressive. You want to be contributing to this cleanup and taking the same angle as your team. So do not be conservative. And also with the windows, you want to be looking at the same angle as Ryan. Like you want to be almost like either right behind him or like right behind him or on the same angle but further back. Just depending on how ballsy you want to be. Another thing with the window fire strike. The window should be up as Ron is cocking back his hammer. No sooner, no later. Because
Okay.
if we just window and then, you know, Ryan's like, okay, I'm gonna fire strike now, it gives their team so much more time to react. And it's like whenever you fire strike, there's a good chance you're gonna hit someone. But when you window fire strike, like a lot of time you notice it's way less likely because okay, because they're reacting so much more to the fire strike because obviously it's damage boosted. So if we're like, okay, 3, 2, 1. So it should have been sooner anyways. So I'm not sure what the timing sounded like, but it should be like this. Okay,
Like right now.
like hold on, yeah, like let me go back even more. It's be like as they're committing. So this is why you kind of need this angle, so you can kind of scout for yourself, because you don't really know when they're committing. So say you're here, you want it to be 3, 2. Ryan's cocking back his hammer, and then you put it down now, and then the fire strike, boom, it's just gonna hit them because they're walking forwards. They're not expecting a window fire strike. Like the less time you give them to react, the more efficiency you're gonna find with it. 100%. So yeah, now it's just too late. Although that boop helped us out. So in like a situation like this, where it's like kind of fucked, you can just window for yourself in the back line. Like I think we'll be okay, but if like the window fire strike just doesn't happen for some reason, don't be afraid to just window for yourself in the back line. And just absolutely roll. But this angle I absolutely hate. You should definitely get out of here. Oh nice, you listen to me. Okay, so yeah, that was mad scary. We were just kind of sitting in the middle of Narnia, and so that was also early. So even if they didn't wall, imagine they didn't wall that. When our Ryan throws it, I mean actually it would have probably killed their bat, but the point is it gave them a lot more time to react since the timing wasn't boom like that. Nice of them to ignore you.
Yep.
This is fine. Providing good damage. Uh-oh. Where we going? Where are we going? Okay. I mean, positioning was a tad awkward, but we got the job done. So, in an alternate reality where we're playing a team a little bit better, that may punish you. Let's go back even further. So at this point, once our Ryan dies, like they could have just rushed you. Like their hog had his back to you. So like, where do we want to look to be right now?
On point or
What's so this is good, but what's the next best thing?
high ground?
Literally right above you. And as Bat, unlike Ana, that's why he's so fucking good. He has so many tools like this. He can just jump up for free. And then boom. Hog. Say this hog wasn't brain dead. And he just decided not to see you. Instead of being like this, okay, this is a fairly easy hook, honestly. Like, you could easily hit this hook. But from here, he's gonna have to angle it a little bit differently. And you have the option to just be like, oh, you can't see me. Like you could just LOS it a little bit, and then you can't get hooked. Or ideally, even better, you're playing like this corner. But yeah, utilize Bap's kit. He's like stupid OP right now. Like it's actually unbelievable how OP he is. It's just a little bit less glaring since like compared to like a Brig when she was really OP or it's not less glaring, but it's like you complain about it less because Bap actually takes like mechanical skill. Like Brig is like, okay, I'm just inherently broken. But Bap's like,
If
okay.
if you were to nerf one thing about Bap, what would you nerf?
His immortality. I would make it a single target use.
A single target use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of being able to immort the entire team, you like either select someone predeterminedly or like I'm not really sure what you do with it. Like maybe like a nano boost type of thing, but you don't want it to feel too similar. I don't know like what the mechanic of would be. I don't know if it would be like a skill shot or like nano boost. You just press a button on someone.
Would you
really sure,
would you maybe like decrease the range of immortality, or would you like, decrease the
that
health?
could work. yeah, if it weren't to do what like the single MO thing, I would either probably decreasing the range. That would probably be best. Um, or I don't know, maybe changing the shape in some way. Like I don't know, I'm not really sure. Because Rhinos is a big circle, which is like really useful. I don't know.
If they change, what if they change the immortality field to to be a circle, but it's a big ass barrier?
So he just has a barrier.
Yeah, it's just a barrier that's in the shape of a cylinder.
Fuck it. I'm down with that. I just
How
think they just
bad
gotta
would that
change
be?
that. Oh yeah, that it would look like Bastion. I don't know if you saw like way like pre-Overwatch basically when Bastion
I
had
think
his
I
own
saw like a
individual
photo.
shield. Yeah, he had like his own individual shield, which was just crazy.
Oh yeah.
But that's what it would remind me of.
10 seconds.
So yeah, we just dominate them
But their supports are entry fragging.
literally. So yeah, that was a pretty easy clap. So some takeaways. The main question I'm gonna ask you right now is why is BAP so much better than Ana? Not even
Uh,
thinking about
immortality field.
well, not even thinking about how broken um his lamp is, whatever. Just positionally, why is he so much better than Ana?
You have access to more high grounds.
You have free access to Highground whenever you want, literally whenever you want. Um, So this gives BAP more uptime, literally, because instead of being like, okay, I'm gonna have to spend like 7 seconds rotating to this high ground, I'm gonna spend, zero point 0.2 seconds, and during that zero point 0.2 seconds, I'm just jumping up in the air, and I'm still shooting or healing at the same time. So like I have constant uptime as BAP. So yeah, that's like the main thing, in my opinion. Besides like the kits, because I mean, I feel like the kits are somewhat like obviously Basket is better,
Equal. Oh
but
yeah.
like it's a lot closer than you think. Like Ana has a really nice kit. Like I think the only issue is that Ana's kit takes a lot more mechanical skill because obviously Bat like that's one thing maybe they should have Immort as like a skill shot. Like he almost like shoots it and has to hit someone. Like that would be crazy. If it wasn't like Nano Boost and it's like a guaranteed hit or like I don't know high noon. Instead, you have to like I don't know throw it or some shit, and it has to hit someone. I don't know. I feel like it's like such a powerful ability. It should take like a lot more skill to use, but whatever, or to land at least, because
Right.
it still takes skill to use. But
That reminds me, there was a funny
Mhm.
spot last scrim for Immortality Field. It was on Mecha Base. There was a way you can get it in the ground,
Hmm.
like on one of the benches on
Holy shit.
the high, on one of the high grounds, like after you go out
Yeah.
of the choke. Like there's a wall in front of it. Behind that there's like a bench. If you throw the Immortality Field right under it, it just gets stuck in the ground.
It's like a glitch spot.
Kind of.
Damn. I do not know about that. I'll probably see it on Noob Hunter eventually though, or something like that. But yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can do it in custom.
Um. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think I need to make notes for this one. I just think the main thing is high ground equals playmaking, especially on Ana. Think about that all the time. Just be like, okay, once the fight ends, immediately, you should be walking to high ground. Immediately. And obviously, I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which high ground is best, which high ground is worst, whatever. And from there, we could discuss, okay, why was this high ground bad? Like, say I let you, position how you want to position, and you pick a high ground that was too aggressive. We could be like, okay, this is too aggressive, let's tone it down a bit. Or you pick a high ground that's too passive, we could be, okay, that's too passive, let's try to get into the fight a little bit more and make some plays. So it's step by step. That's what this is. It's step by step. So first thing is getting high ground and getting that habit. Literally, like make it a subconscious thing. Like every single time it's high ground. They say it takes like I don't even know. Like I actually forgot the days in the saying, but like however many days to build a habit, fucking I don't know. It takes like 20 games to build a to build a habit. We'll call it that. 20 games.
Watch this.
Sure, one on. Where are we at?
I'm streaming.
No, I'm on now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. What the fuck? Interesting. So you could just throw it there, and try to jump up on the thing above it. Like throw it there, and try to like, no, not there. Jump on like the next thing. Are you still in mode there?
No.
You're not. Okay. Which that's kind of trash actually. Cause like I'm pretty sure ammo projects downwards. Cause like if you like oh okay.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah. So if you're like any higher, it doesn't. Interesting. Yeah, I mean yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like there's a ton more spots if it's that easy.
Yeah, it was a weird. There was a fight going on like right here.
Oh wait, you found
And-
out yourself?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
the other team did it.
Oh, the other
other
team
team
did
did
it.
it,
This
and we-
scrim?
No, last scrim,
Okay.
and we were calling out the immortality field, and we couldn't find it. It was just chilling right here.
Did it look like they did it on purpose or?
I don't know. I didn't watch the VOD.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, there's gotta be more spots like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, but yeah. Anyways, you have any questions?
I think that's it. I'm definitely gonna do another one for Anna. Especially since I don't know about that team.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Also another thing is I feel like a way to get a true identification on like where your micro skills are lacking is in comp instead of scrim. So if you want to just play like comp games or something and find like a game or two that we could look over, I feel like that'll be a lot more beneficial to see like the nicks and knacks in your play rather than like the super general stuff like Highground. Because in comp you're pretty much just thrown in the fire and left for your own, like Left for Dead, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that really like
That's
tests your micro abilities a lot more.
kind of the issue with me right now. I don't have a lot of time for comp, especially when I'm going heading into high school volleyball season.
Oh, you play volleyball, dude? I
Yeah.
play college volleyball.
Ooh,
What position do you
what
play?
college?
For Curry College. We're D3, so it's nothing like crazy. But we actually
okay.
play some like D1 schools. Like we played UConn. We took them to like a few sets. Like that was probably our biggest accomplishment, honestly. But
Nice.
fucking yeah. But I play middle. What do you play?
DS Libero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Is your team like nasty or something?
Considering our entire core is made up of juniors and our one player that's actually going D1 isn't playing
Oh shit!
because we don't know.
You have players going D1. God damn.
Yeah, one of our players
Nice.
had I don't know if he's going D1 because he said he's not sure if he wants to play volleyball in college.
Yeah.
But
All right, I'm ending the VOD.
he made
Sorry.